It's Week 11 of the National Football League. And we'll see the Colts, reigning league MVP. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Colts and the Hawks coming up next.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. As it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You look at this Colt defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the #1 overall offense in the league.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The numbers for Walker from last week's effort: 18 carries, 51 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
When a winning streak stretches this far, you start to wonder if a team is truly unstoppable. And here's a guy who's been very much the legs that have helped drive this team to wins week after week. And even when teams have keyed on him and tried to slow him down, he's still gotten the job done enough to avoid a loss. Talking with him in pregame, though, he thinks that this week could be his biggest week yet.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll drop to throw, and he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 9th-year quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. They start on the ground with Pirine. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
2nd and 6.
Check, man. Check, man. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And that'll make it 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, this unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is a #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring. They'll set up a throw. And his throw here is incomplete. The secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, the pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and you know the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
But he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And his kick here is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight. Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw here. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's on his way.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. Let's just check something down and pump the football.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Touchdown! Michael Pittman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds his man, complete. It's Morrow. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
more accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for the Seahawks. First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Walker now on 1st and 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Colts are going to take... at their own 37-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. The drive starts with a handoff to P. And some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Line of scrimmage moves from 137-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10.
65, 65, 10. Hey.
Back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He finds P-Ryan out of the backfield. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw, and it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Pass pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So obviously they... penalty.
The one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people. Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything: block, run, and catch.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Go check, go check. Hurt, hurt.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Seahawks are going to get the foot.
Stephanie! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
The slot man in motion right.
Panther streak, Panthers.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Hey, check that streak.
They're going to look to throw. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They run it with P-Ryan on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Let's go.
Taken down at the 41.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
He'll drop to throw. Complete to Washington. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll drop it off to P-Ryan, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Colts at 8-1 on the year. They come in here hot. I mean, over the last 9, Charles, they are 8-1.
And that record, the way that they're playing, they've proven to me, and I think anyone else in the league, that they're able to go toe-to-toe with anyone, and they look forward to the...
Pittman going to have a Colts 1st down as he'll get this down inside the 40.
Big alert, big alert.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Okay,
so
ready?
From the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check mash, check mash. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Big Lion. Check smash, check smash. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now, short pass pulled in by Washington. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 35-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get this one to Pittman. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. And the Colts first down.
Back to throw again. Touchdown, Colts! Michael Pittman with his second touchdown here in this. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. The Colts going to use the number 1. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at the 23. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
70 Timberwolves.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Here's 3rd and 3. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Go, Champ. Go, Champ. Hurt, hurt. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Panther Street. Panther Street. Trap 60. Trap 60. Buffalo 18.
They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Check it, check it.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. They're mobile at... They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We begin with a battle of 2 AFC teams from opposite coasts. Jacksonville making the 6-hour flight west to take on Los Angeles. And it's the Jaguars who have the lead in the second quarter. Trevor Lawrence has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we'll head to Cincinnati. to check on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Joe Burrow, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Tennessee Titans. Traylon Burks, a touchdown catch in the victory. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half, because this one's already close to being in the bag, if it's not already. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Hey, smash, check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
2nd and 4. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Come on, check mash, check mash. Let's go.
Up the middle, here's Pirine.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Pirine again on 2nd down.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Again, here's Pirine.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Go.
Option here they'll give to Pirine.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Trying for it with Pirine.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Jake Moody now on for the field goal.
He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away.
Let's go now. Roll, roll. Alert, alert.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now this throw caught left side. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That's good for a Seattle Seahawks.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. So now they're going to send out this from 54 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And they will remain well behind.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got...
In motion right is Pittman. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Here's Pirine again on 2nd down.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington.
Here we go.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Kittle's got his first catch, and it's also a first down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
On 2nd down, Pirine.
There's the stiff arm. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll run again with Pirine. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The CD. Jake Moody now on for the field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game is certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Let's go.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And say what you want about Lumen Field here in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league when you're on the road.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw against the opposing team because of that fan support. And last but not least, they designed the stadium to keep the noise in, and it works.
But not in this one. They were able to somehow come in here and get that victory. So for the Colts, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, it's starting to look like it won't